Yeah, hello, this is Captain. So there's going to be a quick tutorial on how to run my Arctic Explorer here. So let's go ahead and first start by just going in and driving out of this base. So it is a tight fit in here. That was a requirement of the challenge to spawn at this base. So it is quite tight. So first thing you want to do is get out of here and just clear these bollards here. So go ahead and use that panel there to get the ramp up and down. This is the main way to enter and exit is through here. All right, so we'll go and put the ramp all the way up. We'll go through each of the areas once we get this outside, and we'll go over some driving. So let's go ahead, head on upstairs, and we'll head to the bridge. All right, heading into the bridge here, first thing we do is sit down, and we'll turn the key. All right, that will give us main power. All right, now it's just WSAD, so just going to tap on the W key, and as you can see, we can gently come out. As you can see, it is a tight fit, but it will make it, so just be gentle coming out of here, or you can even move over to the other door. So there we go, and we should be able to clear this fine. There we go. All right, and we're out. At any time, so this is sticky, so as you can see, we can modulate. If you want to stop, just press the space bar. So space bar both puts on the parking brake, and it also zeroes out your thrust. So at any point you want to stop, just press that. So let's go over some of the other systems. So we now have main power on, so everything is powered. The engines are running. It is diesel electric, and they will automatically maintain the battery. As you can see, we have two big modular engines in there running a medium generator. This is the main bus here. All right, and if we look behind us, we have the house battery. So the house battery is so that you can run some of the systems when you do not have the main key on. The main key turns on this main battery bus. If you don't have that main key on, certain systems are not going to work. There are some systems on the hot bus, like lights and doors, but other systems, like, for example, heaters, you need to either have the main key on or the house battery. So if you wanted to shut the engines off, you could, and then turn on the house battery. If you want to recharge the house battery, you need to flick this on as well. All right, so now that we're in the cargo area, this will hold vehicles, and it will also hold my pallets. So we have a gripper track on the ground, so you can hold my pallet system. Again, there's the door control. It's a little bit dark in here, so let's go ahead and press C1. That turns on your white light. We can make the light brighter, and we can make the light dimmer. If we press it again, we get C2, which is color 2, and we get red lights for the night, and one more time is off. All right, we have 4 ropes here in case we want to tie down any car or vehicle, and 4 tie downs there. We have a winch right here. This winch allows us to pull pallets or vehicles into the Explorer here. So you can take one of those ropes, hook it up, and then winch it in with this panel right there. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll climb upstairs. All right, so here we have more lighting. So we have white light, we have heater. If you want to turn on the heater, it's right there. That will heat this hallway. Again, bright and dims right there. Go ahead and come into the main room here. Again, we have lighting, same panel, bright, dim, and heater, as you can see. Again, this is based in the Arctic for the challenge. So we have first aid, a defibrillator, a medical bed. We have a microwave. As you can see, we can cook some stuff, and once the time runs out, the bell will go. All right, good. So microwave there. These are using the new handles, so if you grab the handle, it will open. We have some thermal equipment in there. We'll put that on. Open this one up, let go, we'll close the door. And then if you need any equipment here, just go ahead and grab it, and it will close the door automatically. So there's the majority of equipment are in there. All right, more seating here. We have 2 seats for passengers there, 2 more seats here, 2 more seats there. So plenty of seating. The challenge required 4, so we have 6 right there, plus the main seat. All right, so gripper tracks inside the cargo bay. We have gripper tracks on top of the cargo door, and we also have gripper tracks on the roof. So utilizing this crane, we can load everywhere. So we can load inside, we can load on top of the door, and we can load back there. So we can hold at least 3 of my pallets on this vehicle. So that's all accomplished here. We have a couple winches. If we look, we have one with a mag-all, and we have one with just a regular small winch. That allows us to use a rope if we need to raise something with a rope, or we can use the mag-all. So let's go ahead and grab onto the controls here. As you can see, we get a camera, and the camera will look where we look. So if you look towards me, there I am. You can see, you'll look up and down, you can see it. This also does a spotlight. So if we go ahead and look at the H menu, 6 is the spotlight. So turn on the light follows where the camera looks. So at night, you can go ahead and use the spotlight. As soon as you move this, as soon as you occupy this, it will go ahead and it will allow you to disconnect. So if we go ahead and we put this crane back, there's a hard point right there. And if we get this lined up, as you can see there, and then if we get off, it will go ahead and it will grab. As you can see, so that will lock it into position so that it's not in the way. Going back to using the crane, we have AD is the yaw, WS is the pitch, up down is the extension, and down is the retraction. And then we have, if we look there, 1 is medium winch up, 2 is medium winch down. So if you press and hold, this one is a press and hold, just makes it a little bit more controllable. We can go ahead and put that mag all down. The mag all is 3, so if we went ahead and press 3, we could go ahead and grab some cargo, and we can go ahead and raise it up. This handles up to, I've easily tested this with around 3,000 mass, no problem. So using this, you can go ahead and you can load something on the deck there on top of the door. You can load it on the rear. Also, if you want, I actually didn't put it on here yet, but if you do left-right, that will open up this door. So the left-right keys, I'll put those in the H menu, will open up this door. So if you want to put a pallet inside of the cargo bay, you can also load it from the top here. So like I said, you can put at least 1 pallet in there, 1 on top, and 1 there. So you can hold at least 3 pallets, likely 4. So go ahead and close that door with the left arrow key. And we'll go ahead and we'll stow this crane, and we'll go ahead and we'll give it a drive. So let's go ahead in and we'll look at some of the other systems here. So let's go ahead and we'll pop on a light for day. Let's go ahead to night. All right, we have our front spotlights. So if we go ahead and press front spots, we get spotlights, and they also follow where we look. So we can look around with the spotlights, and we can spot whatever we're looking at. If we go ahead and we do rear spots, as you can see behind us on the cameras, that lights up the rear spots there to help us see behind us. We also have port spots on the left side, and we have starboard spots on the right side. We also have headlights, and if we press the high beams, as you can see, we will get high beams up on those. Also have cherries. Cherries are the flashing lights on top, as you can see. A little bit of collision avoidance on that. And because the parking brake's on, that parking brake light is on. We have 4 fuel tanks, lots of fuel here. We have about 125 on the 2 upper tanks, and we have 625 and 562 on the lower tanks. So considerable amount of fuel. It is really fuel efficient, so this should last you a long time. The engines are up and running when I turn the key on. Again, if you want to run some of these systems with the key off, you want to go down, you want to turn on your house system. So turn the house battery on. That will attach that and will give us plenty of battery charge there. As you can see, went from 77 back up to 99. Now you're on the house battery system. So as you can see, it is running down, but we're able to run quite a few of the heaters with the house battery on. Eventually, you're going to want to turn on the main system. So again, we'll turn on the main system. Again, if you want to recharge that house battery, you should have that switch down in the engine room on. So we'll go ahead and we'll turn back on. All right, engines are back up and running. If we go ahead and we just look at power, as you can see, we are rebuilding. Those two large engines are powering the generator and rebuilding all our electricity. All right, here's our speedometer. I got to fix that. But as you can see, we have, let's go back to day. As you can see, we have a mirror on the left, mirror on the right, and we do have a rear view camera there. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll start driving here. So real simple, WSAD. It is sticky, so my hands are off, as you can see, and it will kind of work like cruise control. Again, all you have to do is tap it. So you want to go slower, tap, 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 like so. All right, and you go real slow. If you want to turn right, just go ahead and hold the D key. And then let's go ahead and we'll head up this mountain. This does a really great job of climbing. It has tracks in the center so that you don't have any high centering problems and no problems getting over some really kind of robust terrain. There's no XML grip on this. This is just stock grip. No problems there. As you can see, we're real close to the edge here, and even from first person, total confidence in the ability. It's nice and pretty sure-footed. As you can see, I'm easily driving in first person right against the edge there. So really good maneuverable there. Let's kill some lights. We don't need them. So as you can see, really, really maneuverable, goes over all this terrain, no problem. As you can see, this could be a problem if you didn't have those high center tracks, but as you can see, because we have those, no problem, has no issues. And again, if you get in a panic, press the space bar and you've stopped. It will zero you out and will also put on the brakes. So that's one more thing to look at here is we do have a winch. So in the event that you are struggling to climb up something, you could winch, you know, your way up there if you needed to. Is a pretty good climber, but, you know, the winch can help. So like we get in a bad situation like this, you know, you can go ahead and you can lower down the winch. I'm pressing the 2 key on the keyboard, and let's press 3. And as you can see there, that will now attach us. Pressing the 1 key will bring the winch tight. And now we can go ahead and just let it roll down the hill. And now the winch has us. And if I want to just press the 2 key, I can gently let out the winch here. All right, and there we go. Gently letting out the winch and just let ourselves back down off the mountain. So you can pick up the mag-alls with just grabbing it with your hands, but you would have to have the mag-all on as well. So as you can see, you can easily winch yourselves back down from that. So hope you guys enjoy it. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.